There was once a man in a quiet village who never looked up. From the moment the sun cracked open the morning sky until darkness wrapped the land in silence, he was always in the fields, bent over the soil, hands buried in dirt, shoulders heavy with work. He never joined the laughter at the village fire. He never sat in the evening circle where stories were told. He never raised his head to watch children chase fireflies at dusk. People said he was cold. They said he didn't care for anyone. They said his heart was as dry as the soil he tilled. Children grew up believing the old farmer hated joy. Women whispered that his heart had long turned to stone. Men shook their heads and called him selfish, stubborn, strange. But still, he worked. Through the dry seasons, when the wind cracked the earth open like old pottery. Through the floods, when water drowned the field and stole harvest. Through sickness and hunger and loss. He worked when others rested. He worked when others gave up. He worked even when his hands shook and his back refused to straighten. And no one asked why. Years passed, and the man grew smaller. His footsteps slowed. His breath shortened. But still, he returned to the field each morning before sunrise. Then one day, he didn't. The sun rose. The wind moved through the grass. But the man's field remained untouched. They found him in his small hut, lying still beside his old wooden chest. His hands, finally at rest. No one cried at first. Some even muttered that the village would feel no different without him. But when they opened the wooden chest, the silence changed. Inside were carefully wrapped bundles of grain. Seeds saved through seasons of drought. Small leather pouches labeled with names, families, widows, orphans, the hungry. Notes, written in a shaky hand, detailed where each bundle should go, who needed it most, which children were too thin, which mothers had lost their husbands. Year after year, season after season, the man had been quietly feeding the entire village. The harvest that kept them alive were his. The seed that revived dead soil was his. The food that saved their children came from his hands. He hadn't been distant. He had been carrying them. Every ache in his bones, every long night, every lonely morning had been for them. For the first time, the village gathered around him not in judgment, but in grief. People wept into their hands. Old men bowed their heads. Children cried without knowing why their hearts hurt. The wind moved gently through the fields he once walked, and the crops swayed like a quiet farewell. The man who never looked up had been the one holding everyone else up. And only in his absence did they finally see him.